All right, welcome to Living a Healthy, Vibrant Life podcast. I'm your host, Harold Chatman. At the current moment, we're not taking any sponsors, but if you wish to support me, visit our website, hvlwell.net. We have the best flavor of collagen. We have unflavored, peach mango, and our newest flavor, strawberry lemonade. If you struggle with skin hydration, if you need a new supplement routine, or if you just need a new healthier collagen product that doesn't have that aftertaste that you be tasting, and at the current moment, we're at the Panoramic Brand Studio, best podcast studio in Houston. All right, we have a special guest with us today. He is an investor, a realtor, an entrepreneur, and an uncle. Welcome, Isaiah Flanagan.
Hey, what's going on, man?
How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How about yourself?
Like I ain't seen you since high school or something.
Yeah, high school for sure.
High school for sure?
Yeah.
Everybody be doing their own thing, man.
Yeah, man.
Somehow like life happens. But yeah, man, a little bit people like know how we met. But yeah, we met. I went to school with his brother.
Yep.
And he graduated in 10, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah. 10.
So I know him too much, but I always was seeing with his brother. He said, "Yeah, that's my little brother over there. You know how goofy your brother is."
Yeah, man.
He's a goofball. He probably the goofball of our class. And
Yeah,
so
for
anybody
sure.
that knew him knew his brother. You always been cool. I think you stayed out of trouble.
Oh, yeah.
More than likely, your brother getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Use the more low key when your brother always getting in trouble.
Man, I don't want no problems.
Yeah, want no problem. Your brother had all the problems, so he pretty much took all the heat off of you. And so everything else, man, you've been taking care of business in the realtor route, and just been getting it done, man. So first question for you, man, what were you doing before you became an agent?
I was working in accounting. I hated it.
Hating accounting?
In accounting.
Accounting.
Yeah, that's what my degree was in. My degree was I was an accountant by degree. But after my fourth company, I was like, it's me. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I didn't like the corporate structure.
Oh, man.
I didn't like commuting. I didn't like it, man, and I just didn't want to be chained to like a desk from 9 to 5. And then, for my personality, I'm not made to be in the office, all day. So, long story short, I was an accountant, and I had like this life-changing moment in October of like 2019, and I was just like, I need to make a change. And
that's one thing I went through that too when I was in law enforcement for 2 years. I got my degree in, and I worked for 2 different departments, and I was like, I just don't like the structure. It's just corporate. I don't like being told what to do.
Yeah, man.
And it's like I know some people that's good for it, so it's not a bad thing. But it's just for me, I'm responsible enough. I know how to take care of things on my own.
Yeah.
And I was always curious about business. I just knew like people made a lot of money, but but I was like, I didn't know anything. I didn't take no business courses. So how I got started, I went to the urban leagues downtown. It's like entrepreneurs took the course, and that's what got me to understand. Because other than that, I was like you too, man. I didn't like sitting at a desk, like working a 9 to 5. I'm sitting there like this, waiting on stuff to drop and get busy. It's like, there's no way I can do this for like 15, 20 years.
No way. No way.
And then what's the curious thing, what got me more curious is when I talked to my sergeant, he was like, I guess some people when they get close to retire, you're supposed to go to your retirement meetings. And I was like, man, how your retirement work? Like, how much you getting paid? He said, well, that's why I'm going to the meeting for Chatman, duh. And I'm thinking in my head, don't you supposed to know that before? Like, you about to wait 2 years about to retire, and you just about to now figure this shit out?
Yeah.
I just like me investing in stocks, but not knowing the long term about it, and I'm about to get out of it the next 1 or 2 years. And it was like, that's scary.
Yeah. And another thing, I say this too, to make the big money in accounting, you have to be a CPA or get your master's, 1 or 2. You know what I mean? And I wasn't going back to school. I'm good. I'm tired of studying this and nah. And another thing was the last company I was with before I quit, I worked for a tax consulting firm.
Mm-hmm.
And the CPAs there, they didn't have a life. They made money.
Yeah.
But they didn't have work-life balance. And I was like, yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, I need to go somewhere else, you know. And I'm not saying all CPAs are like that, but for my experience and what I saw, I was like, no. I'm talking about they going into the office maybe, 8 o'clock. Sometimes, like during tax season, they're leaving midnight.
Oh.
I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah. It sounded like so how did you transfer from that? Well, how did you get into real estate? Because I know you like, man, I got to find a way out of this.
Yeah.
I got to do something.
So, I'm going to try to give you the short version. So, I'll say this. Someone was around in my life. I had a friend that was in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, when I graduated, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, even though I had an accounting degree, I was like, I don't know. They bought me a book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Mm-hmm.
That was my introduction to real estate. I read that book and I was like, mind blown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Years after that, I just started going down the rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube.
Man.
And then I ran across this guy named Jay Morris. And he started saying things I never heard before. I never heard anybody really talk about a realtor. I didn't know what a realtor was,
Mm-hmm.
So then I started, reading, learning about what realtors' jobs are.
Mm-hmm.
And fast forward, this was so funny, man. It's always God. This was so funny. So the company I was with, they short our hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I usually get off at 6. I start getting off at 5. And I felt some type of way because I'm like, you taking money from me.
Yeah, take money.
It all works out, bro. So the life-changing moment I had in October of 2019, I went to work the next day. I bought a tablet, and then I put ways to make money at the top, and I just put everything that I was interested in.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I put was real estate. That was the first thing at the top that I put was real estate. And when I go into work, my line brother worked with me at the time. His name Nick Freeman. So I went over there and I was like, Nick, man, I can't do this no more. He was on the same thing. He was like, me either. And he was like, what you think about doing? I'm like, real estate. And he was like, man, I just got done talking to Casey. Casey was talking about doing real estate. Casey, my frat brother, too.
Right.
He worked in the same building. I got everybody hired. Everybody come on.
Everybody come on. Take everybody with you, man.
Yeah,
take everybody
none of
with
us
you.
are there now to this day.
Man.
So I go to Casey, and he's like, yeah, Champions is right down the street, and they have a night class. The night class started at 6. So I'm frustrated about getting off at 5 now.
Right.
Because I'm usually getting off at 6. But by me getting off at 5, I get to go straight to school.
Straight school. Work
and
out.
I did that, bro. Yeah. And I did that. I killed my courses. I got done in like 6 weeks. So I'm getting off of work, going straight to my night class. It was like 6 to 10 or 11. And I just killed it.
Mm-hmm.
And like that March, I quit. I was like, man, I need to focus on passing my exam. And I studied for like 2 months straight because I'm an overthinker.
Overthinker.
Passed my exam, first try, hit the ground running.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So when did you, so what year did you get your license?
2020.
2020?
Yeah.
So you've been doing this for about 3 years now, huh?
3 years. Yeah.
Oh,
Best
wow.
decision I ever made. Best decision.
I feel like most people, when you go from like working a 9 to 5 and then you start doing things for yourself, because you think about it, you kind of control the narrative.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like controlling your own narrative.
Yeah. And waking up when I want to. Like,
Yeah.
Some days I don't even set an alarm. I just, if I don't have like something that's like, that needs to be done early in the morning, I won't set an alarm. I just wake up, and it's beautiful, Yeah, man.
So So one of the questions I have, like, as a real estate agent, how do you like acquire clients?
You know what, man? When I tell people this, they don't believe me. And I'm a firm believer in this. When you are walking in your purpose, when you pray, and let me take a little step back too. Before I quit my job in accounting, I fast.
Mm-hmm.
I prayed, I fast. and it was so clear that God was telling me to do this.
Mm-hmm.
It was so clear. And with that being said, it's like when you're obedient and God tells you to do something, he's going to provide for you. So literally, when I made my post like that I'm a realtor, my first client 3 weeks later was my line brother, Nick Freeman.
Oh, wow.
Right? And from there, it was just constant. So honestly, and I don't know what other way to say it, but it's God, bro. I pray and I ask God, I'm clear, and all of my clients have been from my clients or from somebody I know or somebody that's like one person removed. And it just grows, like literally since the day I announced, I get a call every week with clients, multiple clients, over and over and over.
Right.
I never had a drought. And I don't say that in an arrogant way. I say that because it's God.
Right.
It's no other way,
Right.
So when realtors ask me, it's like when I tell them that, they're like, you got a secret sauce and you're not telling me.
Right.
No, it's not a secret sauce. Like, that's really what it is.
And also, another thing is, like, outside of that being, like, nothing but God and your purposes, you always treat people right.
Yeah.
You treat
that's
people.
Big.
Yeah, you treat people right. Like, you don't tarnish relationships. Like, if you don't fool, if somebody messed you over, don't fool them. Go and let them go about their business. But people don't realize that it's all about, just like me getting you here. If I was a shitty person, like, nah, I ain't coming to this nigga.
Facts.
So, but it's like, it's just, I'm the same way. I don't, if I don't fool with somebody like that, I let them be. And I just move forward and I try to hold myself accountable and not to be a shitty person.
Facts.
And just be a person that somebody want to do business with or somebody want to connect with.
Yeah.
And that's what comes around. Because somebody like, how you getting so many people on this podcast? First of all, I reach out in a kind way. I haven't stepped on nobody's toes I'm asking for. And they have no reason not to be on here. And so that's why I tell people. But the thing is, for you to set yourself up like that, you got to make sure you establish yourself in the right way.
Facts.
And most people, they didn't probably tarnish themselves a lot in the past. And it's hard to establish themselves now because they're trying to recreate themselves.
Yeah.
And I would say that's real challenging, just like you say, and I do feel like it is my purpose to like be helping people and educating and just because me, I'm not a type of person to do like get ready with me videos. It's just but this was perfect for me because I can like communicate and talk and post. But I do have a lot to say, but it's like I just like connecting with like high-minded individuals like yourself that's really good at this. Because I was like, I gotta get Isaiah on here.
Yeah.
I didn't know how long you've been doing it, but I just know like looking at your videos, they're very educational.
Yeah.
They help out a lot of people, and it's just real cool. Like, and then also one of the other questions. Go ahead.
No, to piggyback off what you're saying, I spend a lot of my time every single day. I'm on the market. I'm reading. So another way that I benefit as a realtor is I know what's going on. So when I educate my clients and their whole experience, they're raving. I got a raving fan. They're telling everybody, hey, my realtor's, your realtor's cool, but my realtor's great. I know this. My clients never walk away not knowing something.
Right.
And with that, I'm helping you, so you're helping me. So it's like I could never have a drop. How could I? Because I'm walking in my purpose. I'm literally helping you, and it's genuine. Like, I have clients that I closed deals with 3 years ago. They still call me.
Right.
They invite me to baby showers or, christening is like literally.
Yeah. They feel real connected to you.
Yeah. And that's the difference. It's not a transaction,
When you always educate people rather than just doing a transaction, it's like people feel like more connected because they never been. Because most people, they're not trying to educate.
No.
But when you educate somebody, they feel like more like, oh, man, he really helped me out through this process. Oh,
and you know what else, too, not to cut you off? It's not that they can't educate. The thing is, they don't know.
Right.
They literally don't know. It's so many realtors, and I don't say this in a mean way at all. They don't know anything.
Right.
And they just know new construction.
And one of the main reasons I would say they don't know anything because they're doing so many other things outside of that.
Yeah.
And it's hard to focus on maximizing, becoming a master in that.
Yeah. So even for a home buyer, I'll say this: make sure you do your due diligence. Make sure, like, you read as much as possible. It's a lot of information online. Read. You are arguably making the biggest purchase of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you know enough, and then it'll be easier when you get a realtor to figure out, okay, does this person know what he's talking about, or he's just trying to get a check? But if you know something,
makes it a little easier.
It makes it so much easier,
So what are some financial programs that help you get started on your journey? Like for somebody, not for you, but I mean like for when you buying a house, like grant programs and stuff like that.
So there are a lot of first-time homebuyer grants, but it varies.
Mm-hmm.
You have grants, you have down payment assistance. Mm-hmm. Like the city of Houston had a program. I'm not sure if it's still going on right now, but they open it and close it every so often, where they give you like $30,000.
Right.
And you can use it however you want to use it. Well, not however you want to use it. Let me not say that. Yeah, let me not say that. It goes towards purchasing the home,
Got PPP loans out there.
Yeah, no. The city is not going for that at all, and it's certain, like, restrictions, too. It's certain, like, income requirements.
Right.
And then you have, like, down payment assistance programs that are, like, kind of like loans. Mm-hmm. I had a client that closed 2 weeks ago, and how his down payment assistance was structured, it was like a second loan. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of ways, but he was a high income earner too, I'll say that. So for him to get it, it was like, I won't say much about his deal, but he had a slam dunk deal. Like, I've never seen a deal better than his deal. Like, he has a great deal. And then you got NACA.
Right.
Yeah,
I was talking about that. I found out about them through Earn Your Leisure.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell that was. But when he's talking about all this assistance and get your payments down low, you don't have to do no down payment, help you out with fees, I was like, well, I got to listen to this.
Yeah, it's a lot of programs out there, bro. Like, again, you got grants, and then you have loans. Grants, obviously, you don't have to pay back. You have programs like city-specific, county-specific, Then, like I say, you got NACA, and then you have, like, certain small nonprofits that will give you money towards closing too as well, in the form as a grant. And then if you want to take it a step further, and this is not like a loan product, you have like gift funds. People don't know what gift funds are.
I don't know what that is either.
Yeah, gift funds is like, it has to come from a family member.
Oh, wow.
And they can cover like certain parts of you purchasing your home, and it depends on the lender you go through too, like, because each lender has like certain stipulations. But yeah, you can get gift funds. I had a client, their gift fund, the mom like covered like the down payment, So it's a lot of programs available. It's a lot of resources out there, but you got to do some legwork. You got to spend some, when you listening to music, go to a podcast, listen to something,
right.
But it's a lot of resources available, bro. A lot.
So what is like NACA?
So NACA is it's a nonprofit organization, right? So the loan doesn't come from NACA. Bank of America is the person that gives you the loan.
Okay.
Yeah. So what NACA is, the actual loan product, it covers your closing costs. Mm-hmm. It covers your down payment.
Okay.
Also, what is a big hack and benefit is, so whatever the average mortgage is, the national average, right? Whatever the average is, their interest rate is going to be lower than that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And there's no PMI. So PMI is private mortgage insurance. So if you have a loan and you put like less than 20% down, you have mortgage insurance. So the mortgage insurance essentially is like insurance if you default. Mm-hmm. So without having that PMI, that's an extra payment that you don't have to pay using NACA.
Oh, wow.
So essentially all around you can get a prop, and it's not just like single family. You can get a multifamily with NACA. You can get new construction with NACA. You can get mixed use property with NACA. And it's the same requirements: no down payment, no closing costs, no PMI. Oh, wow. You know, and it's gonna be less than what the average mortgage is. The only con, the biggest con that people talk about is the timing. Yeah. You know, it's gonna take you a while.
Yeah, it may take you like 6 months, huh?
Yeah, it could be a year. Like I have a client that I've been working with now. Her and her husband, they've been in the program a little over 6 months. Because you have to think about it. It's a non-profit organization, and you have so many people that want to use the program.
Yeah, I'm sure they have like a whole list.
Yeah,
of people applying.
Bro, and it's
that's how good that program is.
Of course. So it's like if you have an influx of people and you're short-staffed.
Yeah, it's like a waiting, like calling the IRS.
Yeah, but at the same time, I was looking today just to see what the loan limits are. They have single-family homes that you can get for $540,000. So it's like if somebody is gonna give you, let's just say, because we in Houston, you know, $350 is nice.
Right, it is.
If someone is gonna give you $350 for a home with no down payment, no closing costs, no PMI, I wait.
I'll wait as long as you want.
I take time. What you need, I got you.
Right.
You know, and another thing is this. You can actually buy your interest rate down too. So you already getting a interest rate that's lower than the average.
Right.
And you can buy it down some more. It's a no-brainer to me.
Right.
You know, and on top of that, you don't have to pay for it to go down. The seller can do that in seller's concession.
Really?
Yeah.
So seller can pay for it to go down?
Yeah, seller's concession.
Oh, wow. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. So seller's concession is basically a seller credit. So let's say, for instance, if you wasn't using NACA, right? And you have closing costs. Let's say your closing costs and down payment are separate things. Let's say your closing cost is actually, let's say, $7,000, right? The seller, you can negotiate for the seller to pay all of your closing costs, all or some. So if your closing cost is $7 and they cover it for $7, then if you wasn't using NACA and you using like FHA or like conventional, only thing you have to worry about now is your down payment.
Right.
You know, but in NACA's case, if you get a seller's concession, you can use it, you know, to buy the interest rate down anymore. Yeah.
Get the interest rate down, son.
It's a lot of ways. Like, again, once you get into the real estate rabbit hole, it's like, wait, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, it's so many things you can do, but you just got to spend some time on YouTube or
educating,
reading books, and or going to the actual website. Like, I would encourage anybody that's interested in NACA, go to NACA's actual website. Every question that you have is on the website.
Yeah, I haven't been there.
Income, credit, whatever. The workshop.
They tell you all the steps on there.
Yeah, you know, it's like a 4-hour workshop. You know,
and they have some educational stuff on there as well.
Yeah. See, even then, it's like a lot of people's like 4 hours. I'm not.
I would do that.
Yeah,
what you mean?
but it's just the fact that we live in a microwave society. People want it right now. Wait, I can't close on my house.
I kind of want, when you think about it, you kind of want to be educated on something before you hire a realtor, so they won't be screwing you. Or make sure they're on the same page.
I'll say this. Well, yes, that's true, but you definitely want to know something. But if you have a good realtor, the realtor is gonna guide you. Like, hey, learn this. Hey, read this. Like, I do that to my clients all the time. I don't just tell them X, Y, and Z. I'll send you an article. Hey, read this.
Right.
Hey, whenever you get some time, start looking at this. Check this every day.
Right.
So it's not like, it's like I'm holding your hand, but I'm not babysitting you.
Right.
Now you feel empowered because you like, nah, I know what's going on in the market.
Right,
you know, I feel good about my purchase.
And that's
you know,
that's a good feeling too. That you're on the same page with your realtor.
Yeah.
So what are some fees that goes along with, like, in the beginning, like different fees?
So when you're purchasing a home, and this is just a typical standard process, you know, the first thing, once you're approved, and you see a home you like, and you submit an offer, once the offer is accepted, you're gonna pay your earnest money. Earnest money is just another way of saying security deposit. You know, your earnest money goes to your cash to closing. But you're going to pay your earnest money, and then you're going to pay your option fee. So your earnest money is typically like 1%. So if the house $300,000, earnest money $3,000. Your option fee is a per day fee. So if it's $20 a day, and you have a 10-day option period, your option fee is $200. You have inspection. Your inspection, it honestly depends on a lot of things. The company first, of course. The square footage of your home, is it 2-story or not, and where you're getting inspected, this can be a couple $100, typically I've been seeing like $500 to like $700,
inspection.
Yeah, but it could be more, it could be less.
Depends on the company.
Yeah, and then again, your home, your appraisal. You have to have an appraisal. If you're financing a home, whoever's giving you the money, they want to make sure the sales price of the home. If y'all agree on $300,000, I want to make sure the house is worth $300,000.
Right.
If I give you $300,000, so
right.
That's what the appraiser is.
Yeah, you gotta have that.
Yeah, because sometimes appraisals come back short.
Right.
So if it's $300,000 and it comes back short, we gotta renegotiate. Or you can cancel it and get your earnest money back, or you as the buyer, you can pay that difference. Of if it's short $10,000 and you want to pay the difference because you love the home, then you can pay it. But those are like typically the fees, and then you have, of course, like title fees, lender fees, but that varies from title company to lender specific. It's a lot of different fees when it comes to that. But that's pretty much the
standard when it comes down to fees.
Yeah.
So piggyback on the NACA question. So if that process is taking so long, and is it potentially somebody can buy that home? Not somebody can out. Well, if they supposed to be holding that home for you, like can somebody else get it because like you waiting for this long process?
Well, let me answer it this way. Once you are approved. When I'm saying it's taking so long, that's your approval process. That's you getting approved. Once you get your approval, you can shop, But if you start the program today and you think you're going to be finished next week, no. And then the second thing is to be honest, you shouldn't be shopping for a home until you're approved. Right. And that's if you're not with NACA. Whatever you decide to use, if you want to do FHA, if you want to do conventional, USDA, whatever, VA, you want to make sure you have that letter, because if you don't have that letter, you don't know what you're approved for.
Right.
So you can go into a home and love the home and you don't get approved for that amount. Now you have to lower your standards.
Right.
So you want to get your approval first.
Right.
So, but if you approve with NACA, you're good.
Yeah. Just go for the approval process first.
Yeah.
So what would you say, like when somebody's trying to, get by a home? What would you say the first processes they should do other than like the approval, before they get to a realtor? Because I'm sure it'll be easier for you if they done their due diligence before they reach out to you. Because other than that, you're gonna be referring them back anyway. Yeah.
Number one, read. Definitely read. And let's say if hey, it's what, November now, right? And you say, hey, in August I want to buy a home. What I would advise people to do, again, read. Number two, save. Save as much as you can, because number one, no one's gonna be mad about having more money.
Right.
Even if, let's say you saved $30,000 and you didn't have to spend any of it.
Right.
Are you gonna be mad for having $30,000 more? Another thing is pay your debt down.
Right.
Because no matter what program you use, your debt to income is very important. So by you paying your debt down, you're doing two things at one time. You are increasing your credit score and you're decreasing your debt to income. So it's a win-win. So I would do that. And the things that I'm telling you, I did. And I'll go deeper into that when we start talking about the investment property. I did this, and I advise people to do it. So I paid down my debt, and literally from, I want to say 4 months, I increased my credit score by 100 points. Literally, 100 points.
Mm-hmm.
I saved a lot of money. And then once you educate yourself, save, pay your debt down, what I would do is start figuring out where you want to be. What side of town you want to be on. Mm-hmm. Do you want to be in Katy? Do you want to be in Humble? Do you want to be in Richmond? Do you want to be in Rosenberg? Okay, when you figure out that, then you can even get more specific. Hey, I want to be in 77346. Mm-hmm. You know, start riding around. Look at the lifestyle. You know, and that's another thing that's important. Like you in fitness, right? Mm-hmm. So what would be important to you? Is there a gym close to where I stay? You're in health. Is there any smoothie shops, or is there a HEB or Whole Food? You know, like me, I'm a nature person. I like walking. I have to have a trail. I have to have some sort of trail. Right. So once you, again, educate yourself, save, pay your debt down, find out where you want to be, it's easy now. Mm-hmm. You made your process easy.
Right.
But that's what I would do. And that's what I did. You know, that's the smartest thing for anybody to do, though.
So, you know? So what made you want to get an investment property?
So, and let me say this too. So me buying my investment property and me buying a home is two different things. So I bought my investment property in my business name. My business name is Keelan Realty Group.
Right.
So Keelan Realty Group and Isaiah Flanagan are two different entities. It's two totally different processes.
Right.
So when you're buying an investment property, you don't want to buy an investment property that's nice and pretty, because there's not much equity you can force into it. I mean, appreciation. It's not much appreciation you can force because it's already pretty, right? And when you're buying a distressed home, most regular retail banks, they're not going to lend it to you because it's not livable.
Right.
So you may have to get like private money or like a hard money loan. Mm-hmm. So for me, I wanted to get an investment property first because I got options now. I can rent it out, and that money that I get every month in cash flow, this can help me with my mortgage. That's in, you know, it can just help me with my anything, my living expenses, whatever, you know. My let's say if I'm cash flowing, you know, $700 a month, right? Mm-hmm. $500 a month. At the end of the year, all of that excess money that I have, that's just one property. If I do that times 10 or whatever else, think about how much money I have a month.
Right.
In this different entity. Right? So now when I decide to get a property in my name, which when I do get a property in my name, I'm going to get a multifamily, because I think for me, that's the best strategy. You know, I have an investment property here. Right. And the property in my name is a multifamily. Right. I don't want to pay for rent, bro.
Yeah, I know it.
So if I got a multi-unit and let's say it's a fourplex, the people that are in this fourplex, they are paying for me to live in my unit.
Right.
I don't want to pay for rent. I
heard that before.
Yeah, I just don't. You know, the only way I purchase a single family home, this is just for me. I'm not saying this is a one hat fit all, because everybody is different. Yeah. For me, if I was to purchase like well, no, let me say that. I'm lying. I just gotta love the neighborhood. And there is a neighborhood that I love. I'm not gonna say it. But that neighborhood, yeah. No questions asked. No questions asked. I would take that over the multifamily any day with that neighborhood, because I love it. It has everything I want. It has the trails, bro. It's beautiful. Like,
I think I know what you're talking about.
HEB right here. The gym is right here. It's like everything is so perfect for me. And like for me, it's just me. I don't have a, kids, wife, anything. So, what I look for in a single family home is like school districts, the area, because it's not going to be my forever home. So can I rent it out? And then if I rent it out, I want to get the highest rents. So I have to have certain things for me to, purchase that single family home, and then to your point, also, like my investment property, I treat it the same way. Because I want multiple strategies.
Right.
I don't want to just fix and flip. I can fix and flip it. You know, it's in a great location. You know, it's not far from downtown, not far from the airport. It's not in the flood zone.
Oh yeah, that'll get you right there.
Yeah, it's not in the flood zone. So
flood zone.
and it's a single family. You know, the one that's in my business name.
Mm-hmm.
I got options. You know, even if I wanted to stay in it, I could. You know, so to back up at what I said, yes, I would definitely get a single family, but for my standards, it has to have certain things. I don't want to buy a house just to buy a house.
Right. It got to make sense.
Yeah, it got to make sense with my goals.
Well, especially since you're in real estate, so you look at things at a different perspective than somebody else that's not in it.
Yeah.
So you see like the benefits if I put it here.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is more like a strategy behind it.
Everything is a strategy.
Rather than just like, oh, it's nice, I'm just buy it now.
Yeah. Not for me. Not for me, at least. Because I'm not emotionally attached to the home. Like, everything is a numbers. Everything is numbers to me. Mm-hmm. Everything. So even with the multifamily, you know, if I decide to get the multifamily, what are the numbers?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what does the area look like? Do I think the area is going to grow? Do I think it's going to, you know, the property that I'm buying, like, do I think it's going to appreciate fast, you know? And those things just have to line up to me because I don't want to, you know, we live in this generation to where it's like a lot of people do things just to say I'm doing it, but it's like, are you really benefiting from it? Mm-hmm. You know, it's always the long game with me. And honestly, I would say this. I feel like anybody that's purchasing real estate, you should think about those things, you know? You should look at school districts. You should. Because even if you don't have kids yet and you decide to have kids, those are the schools your kids are going to.
So you want to think shit.
Yeah. You know, do you think the area is going to appreciate? Because this is where you're living.
Right.
So you should look at those things. You should look at what's around. You should drive the area. You should go at nighttime.
Right.
You should seriously. You should go at nighttime. You should drive during the day, random times. Even with my investment property, I pop up all type of weird times.
Right.
You know, and I just check in on. Let me check in on the neighborhood, and I drive whatever street that I come down. I'll take another street. Now I know what's going on in the area, and it's a lot of stuff going on where my property is at. Mm-hmm. And just being transparent, I submitted an offer yesterday on a property that's literally my house is here. The investment property that I bought is here. Mm-hmm. When I go down to the stop sign and make a right, the house is right there. And I'm trying to buy that. I hope they accept my offer. I'm trying to buy that house because I really like the area.
Right.
It checks off all of the buttons for me, you know? So, yeah, don't be too emotionally attached to everything. It just, whatever your goal is, make sure it lines up with it.
Mm-hmm.
You
got to
know?
make sense with the those check marks like schools.
Definitely.
Crime rate.
Well, I'll just say whatever's important for you because someone like this, someone could be okay living in an area that's being gentrified.
Right.
You know, you can have a nice $400,000-$500,000 home and the house next to you not so nice. And some people are okay with that. But if you are someone that likes cookie cutter, you know, more or less, I like cookie cutter. I like for everything to look the same.
Me too.
You know, that's just me.
Yeah.
You know, I like HOA. You know, some people don't.
Right.
I like it. You know, I'm cool with the HOA. You know, I don't want the person next door to me to paint the house red. You know, I'm cool with that. You know,
what's going on with them?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. You know,
different mindset. Somebody doing that.
Exactly. So it's just like real estate is very specific to you. Whatever your goal is, like my friend called me yesterday and she's like, hey, look, I want a duplex. But she just didn't say she wanted a duplex. I want a duplex that's detached. I want a house in the front and a house in the back. That's specific to what she wants. But she's doing her homework. She's not ready to purchase until next year. Right. But she's already talking to me now.
Right.
And she knows what she wants. And she's like, you know, I know it's probably going to be in a gentrified area and the area may not be XYZ, but I'm cool with that. That works for her. You have to figure out what works for Harold.
Yeah.
If Harold needs a gym that's 2 miles away, you need to find a subdivision that's with a gym that's 2 miles away.
Right.
And then you could even make it specific to what gym. Like, I go to Lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be a Lifetime by my subdivision.
Right.
It has to be. I like Lifetime, you know? So that's how specific you want to be. You want to be picky, but you want to be realistic too.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I get so excited, bro. I like what I'm doing. You know?
It makes sense.
I like what I do.
It makes sense to for people to know like what you're doing before they hit somebody like you. So it make your job a little easier.
Yeah.
Like, okay, looking for this. Okay, see some zip codes in the area.
Yeah.
So it just makes it.
And then
easier.
I'll say this too. It's not a bad thing if you don't know where you want to be. If you know what's important to you, that can help too. You know, again, how I'm saying the gym. A daycare, you can say, hey, I need a daycare that's really close to, you know, where I'm staying, that has good reviews. You know, you can think about things like that. You know, I have a kid that's in the first grade. You know, I want him to be in a school that has a great art program. Whatever that's specific to you.
Right.
You want that to be important because this is where you live.
Right.
You know?
That's where you're going to spend most of your time at.
Exactly.
Working at home.
Exactly.
Being
And
at
that's
work.
another point. I'm glad you just said that. If you work in Katy and you want to be close to your job.
Right.
Hey, I don't want to work anywhere. I don't want to live anywhere but in Katy.
Right.
I don't even want to do Katy. I want to do, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you want to figure out what works for you. Like Humble has 3 zip codes. You know, like which part of Humble you want to be on. 77338, 77346, 77396. You know.
It do make sense. Make sure you have your checklist off
Yeah.
of things that you want to be close by or things that important to you when you pick your home.
Do you
I
want to
never
be
thought
close
about
to
it
the
like that.
Beltway?
Right.
You
Me,
know?
I'm type. I want to be close to a freeway.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You want to start doing those things,
Right.
Because if you're in the blind, right, and you're shopping, you're gonna make your process so stressful
Right.
because you don't know, and then you find a home that you like, but you don't like the area, or you find a home and the things that you need in your everyday life is not close to you. You can literally. I was working with this guy. This was like when I first started. He didn't really have like a checklist. He's just like, oh, I like a house. I just want a nice
Just want a
house.
house.
Yeah, the numbers mean things to me. We find him a nice home, and he's like, it's a food desert. It was nothing out there, nothing.
But it's a nice house.
Nice house.
That's it.
But the more and more we worked, he's like, nah, I want this, and I found him exactly what he want, you know. But yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's,
man.
It's like kind of going grocery shopping.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want the organic food or not?
Man, I probably shop. I probably go to the same aisles. I skip certain aisles. I pretty much I'm a creature of habit.
We all are.
Yeah.
And that's the part where, again, when you're buying a home, you want to be able to still do whatever your everyday life. If you like going to the Galleria and you want to be close to the Galleria, you
Probably want to get close to Galleria.
yeah. You know, whatever's important to you. If you travel a lot, you probably want to stay close to the airport.
Like I was reading about what you posted about Homestead Exemption Act.
Yeah.
What is
Homestead
that?
It's funny you said that. They're voting now to like extend it. Well, not extend it. Increase it. That's the word. Increase. So this is what the homestead exemption is. Let's say your home is $300,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the homestead exemption is for your homestead, your primary resident. This doesn't work for investment properties. So, again, it's $300,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the homestead exemption gives you $40,000 that they subtract from that. So instead of you paying taxes on a home that's $300,000, you're paying taxes on $260,000.
Mm-hmm.
And there's more exemptions. So when you're 75, I think it increased like 10 more thousand. But if you're in the military and you're 100% disabled, you don't have any property taxes.
Right.
And you only have to do the homestead exemption once.
Yeah.
So it just applies
every
year. So with the new, bill, if it increases, they're trying to increase it to like 100,000 from 40 to 100. So they're taking that from the home. So essentially, as a homeowner, you are going to save more money on taxes if this bill pushed through. Wow. So yeah, the homestead exemption. If you did not file your homestead exemption, make sure you do it. It's literally like a couple pages. It's not something that's a Bible. This big thick dictionary of. It's a couple pages, and like with Harris County, you can do it online.
Is it something you file like when you get your home, or like you do it like a couple months after?
It's not going to be in effect until January 1. Mm-hmm. So if you close on your house in November right now, right? Mm-hmm. It's not going to be in effect until January. That's how it works. Because you didn't own the home for a full year. Mm-hmm. But you should definitely do it. Anybody that has a home should do it. And honestly, if I wasn't a realtor, like I had to call my dad one day and I was like, hey, did y'all do this? But this was when I got into real estate. Right. I started school 4 years ago. But if I wouldn't have started school, it's like he wouldn't have known. I'm like, Daddy, you need to do this. Simple.
Yeah, he probably never done it, huh?
No. And it's a lot of people.
I'm sure a lot of people ain't done it.
They don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. I ain't know about it. I just seen you talk about it on that. Like,
I've had people who've bought homes like with other realtors before I was a real estate agent. They never did it. Like, and I'm like, hey, you need to do this. Even my barber, I literally was like, hey, did you file this? Did you do your homestead exemption? He was like, what is that? I'm in the chair. He's cutting my hair. I pull it up real quick, send it to him. I was like, hey, you need to do this ASAP. And he did it. My line brother, he bought a home before I was a realtor. I was like, hey, did you do this? No, I don't know what it is. Same thing. Send it to him. Mm-hmm. But he's in, I think he's Fort Bend, but it's still the same. It's just different systems as far as like how do you upload documents and stuff like that.
Do you make a checklist for your clients, like when you finish closing with them, like things they need to do, like something like that? Because the thing is, basically what you're telling me, like a lot of things, some of the things you have to do like after you finish, but it'd probably be good if you haven't, probably make a checklist.
What I do for my clients, all of my clients, when it's January, I don't call on New Year's and stuff, people partying and stuff, but like that next week, I literally call all of my clients and say, hey, did you do this? Hey, did you do this? Every one of them. I call everyone, and you can click on any client that's on my page and ask them. I do that for them. I go above and beyond because it's not a job to me. Yeah.
Because the thing is, they may need you again.
Yeah.
So like you always want to keep that relationship with them. Long as they have a house, they may want to sell their house. They want to buy another house. They're like, hey, Isaiah, I think I want to get an investment property. Can you help me out with that?
And you just said something. You just said the golden thing. That's why you need to know what you're talking about as a realtor. That's why you need to educate yourself. And the most important thing, customer service. Mm-hmm. Because you are going to have those returning clients. I have a closing next week. And that guy, he's a friend. But he purchased a home. And he used me as a realtor 2 years ago, and now he's buying land. But it all comes from me treating him a certain way.
Yep.
This year, I sold, I think three properties from one client that's an investor that I have a relationship with. He should come here to, he went to Nimitz.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it comes from, he trusts me. Literally, anytime he has an idea and he's like, hey, this is what I need, I listen and I get it done. The last property I sold was like 2 weeks ago. He's like, I need to get this property sold by November 1st. Mm-hmm. He told me this when we listed it. I got it sold October 27th.
Oh, wow.
Because I listen.
All right.
And I know the market. I'm not saying I know everything. No one knows everything about real estate. But I know how to cater to what my clients need. And the last thing I'll say, another property that I sold last month, Nimitz alumni, his mom.
Running through Nimitz, huh?
Yeah, hey, man, listen. Call me, I'm here. Why would you want to go to anybody else? Go to somebody you know. Yeah, come on, PV. I went to PV too.
Oh yeah.
Come on,
Go
holla
to the
at me.
class.
Yeah, but his mom was in an unfortunate situation.
Mm-hmm.
A guy took advantage of her in real estate, and that's another thing that happens a lot. If you don't know anything, people will take advantage of you. Yes, they will, and you're gonna lose because you don't know anything. You know. Well, let me not say you don't know anything. You don't know enough, and
they know enough to get over.
Yeah, and it sucked because in her situation, the guy took advantage of her. It was horrible, man. It was horrible. But long story short, she told me the situation. She purchased a property, and everything about the property was bad. First of all, it would have been a red flag for me for the guy. He provided her the lender, the contractor, the house, everything. I was like, nah, it's too much. But it was bad. The situation was bad, and she told me, she was like, hey, she was in a situation where she could have lost like $60,000. $60,000 is a lot of money for anybody.
Yeah, that's somebody's salary right there.
Yeah. So I sat down with her, talked everything out. Mm-hmm. She's like, I need to sell this fast. Sold it in 4 days. No joke. And she didn't take that big hit. That $60,000 big hit. Mm-hmm. No. 4 days.
Oh, wow.
This is a fact.
That was fast.
Yeah, but and in this market, you know, because people think right now, oh, it's about to burst. The market sucks.
About to blow up.
Yeah. In this market, 4 days.
Yeah.
But it's all in your strategy. It's all in understanding the market and understanding what your client needs. It's all need based. Mm-hmm. You know, you can't have an ego and say, no, Harold, this is what we have to do. No, I work for you. Mm-hmm. You know, so I give you suggestions. You pick.
Yeah.
You know, but if you decide to go another way, and I'm gonna tell you, hey, if you do this, this may happen.
All right.
I'm going to cover my base.
Right.
And that may happen. And once
it
happens, you're like, Yeah.
Kind of give them your personal opinion, and after that, whatever they choose with that.
Yeah. I'll give you an example. I won't go deep into it, though. Someone was interviewing me to be a realtor, be their listing agent. Mm-hmm. And I don't mind earning your
business.
I don't mind. Mm-hmm. Long story short, they were trying to sell their house higher than what the market was saying. It was like $100,000 higher. Mm-hmm. And I was like, it's not going to work. And they were thinking just because a house is listed, like if I'm your neighbor and I list my house for $750,000, mm-hmm. They were thinking just because my house was listed for $750,000 that you can sell your house for $750,000.
Right.
Just because a house is listed, that's not a comp. It didn't sell for that.
Right.
You can list your house for $1 million. You can't put a value on it until somebody buy it. And that's what I was trying to explain to them. I was like, hey, we have to find sold comps. And when I did a CMA, it came out. I was like, hey, you can't get what you think you can get for it. They didn't want to listen to me. They went with another realtor who gave them the sun, moon, star, promised them everything.
Right.
This was in like August. They still trying to sell the house.
Damn.
Still trying to sell the house. And I'm not saying they should have just used me. If they would have used any realtor that provided them facts, because real estate is facts. Real estate is not feelings.
Right. And
they would have used them, the house would have been sold, man.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because, like, the more and more your house is sitting on the market, you're bleeding as a homeowner.
Right.
You know, and the more and more it's sitting on the market, someone that's trying to buy, they're looking at it like, what's wrong with this house?
Yeah, why have been sitting there this long?
Yeah. And you're not going to get a full offer.
No.
Not in this market right now. Like, you've been on the market how long? 100 days? You want what for it?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm going to give you an offer way less than that.
Way less than that.
And that's
like, you want it sold or not?
And that's what I was trying to, like,
tell them
in the front end, you know, but
Some people just got their own mind, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna learn the hard way.
Yeah, some people just how they are. They feel like they the expert. How you do this, but you sell houses.
Yeah,
and you understand the market, how things work, but they trying to tell you something different.
but that's real estate, man. Everybody try to tell you what to do. You know, because you watch YouTube. People tell you they watch YouTube, but they're like, nah, this is what I got to do. That's like a personal trainer. That's like me going to the gym and telling you, nah, Harold, I need to lift this weight. This is what I need to do. Right? It's like
I'd be like, man, you gotta build yourself up to that.
Yeah,
like,
and I say no.
All right.
No, I'm finna go in the gym.
Sign this waiver, man.
I'm finna go in the gym and lift 500 pounds. That's what I'm finna do, Harold. Because this is my body type. This is what the body type I want.
I was like, man, make sure you sign this waiver right here.
It's like
you can lift that whatever you want, but sign this waiver.
But that's how it is in real estate, though, man. It's like so many know-it-alls that they don't. You know, it's like just be coachable in anything you do. That's life, right?
Yeah,
just be coachable. Like I listen to everybody.
Shit, me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to you.
I listen to them helping me out with this, man, because it's like I don't know. It's just people personality. At the end of the day, just people personality.
Mm-hmm.
But like since we get into fitness, what is your fitness routine like?
So I work out at the minimum. I do 4 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
But if I do 5, I'm like just being ambitious. You know,
He's ambitious.
Yeah, but usually what I do, like Monday I do chest, Tuesday arms,
Mm-hmm.
you know, tries and buys, Wednesday legs, Thursday back and shoulder. I know you listen to this as a trainer. He's like, yeah, that's horrible. You should change that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, but
everybody had their own routine. Just find what works. It's no cookie cutter routine. You just gotta figure out what works. Only thing I would say just every now and then you want to like switch it up probably every quarter of the year so your body will get used to it.
See, somebody told me that, and I've never had a trainer, you know, so I just be like, this will work for me. This, you know, me being hard-headed.
Your body used to it.
Yeah, me being hard-headed, but that goes back to my point of real estate. I could probably work out with you for 6 months and you have my body totally different from what I've been trying to do for years.
Mm-hmm.
And I just go and I literally do the same
well, at least you're going.
Yeah.
At least you get that much because most people don't even exercise. So at least you're beating that part. But it's only thing I would say like change up it a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what
we probably gotta get some sessions in, bro.
Yeah, definitely want to change up a little bit. It definitely help with like long term because like usually I work out like 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I may do I switched up. Like now I'm doing back, shoulders and chest together.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do triceps and biceps together. And then I do legs on Mondays and Fridays. And then
do you do a lot of cardio?
Yeah, like one day I have to do a full cardio day. Like I do outside runs, I do some rowing, I do some wall balls, some sleds, some ropes.
See, I don't.
But thing is, the reason why I do cardio like that,
I do cardio.
Sometimes I do it on the other strength days too, because you always want to make sure your cardiovascular is good. If your cardiovascular ain't good, that helps with your heart, and also that helps you be able to make it through a workout, and also help with your endurance outside of the gym. Just like let's just say you're trying to work a 12-hour day. If you're working out hard like that, getting cardio in, you can make it do a 12-hour day because you can make it do a 12-hour day through a work. If you can make doing cardio like that and push yourself, you can make it do 12 hours. See,
this is my beef with cardio, and I love cardio. I ran cross country in high school.
Yeah, I know.
I love cardio, right?
Not as much.
Yeah, no, I do. I truly love running outside or running in trail. I love it. Mm-hmm. But my beef with cardio is it changed my body. Like I just, I'm looking in the mirror. I'm looking good. Arms big. Right. I started doing cardio, a whole bunch of cardio, and I just
you don't want to do too much of it. Because
I haven't found a sweet spot, bro.
You gotta find a balance with it.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do overall because I don't do like just cardio. If you do cardio, you start losing your figure.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the part I don't like, man. Because I get to a point where I'm doing cardio every day. I'm like 2-3 miles a day. You know,
you're probably overdoing it then. Because usually, like on my strength days, like I do like back, shoulders, and chest, or like legs. I just warm up, but I won't do like full cardio. I do some. I always finish with some abs or something, but I'm not finna do like a full blown cardio. I have a full cardio day that I do it out the week, but other than that, after that, I don't. I may do a little cardio in between like other days, but it's not as much. It's not as much as going. Let's just say it's more like a 90% lift and 10% cardio. Like something like that, rather than 100% cardio on the day I do it. So it's like 10% cardio and then 90% like lifting.
That makes sense.
So you want to have a balance. So that's the structure of like being a personal trainer and a coach like that. You have to understand.
Some days, bro, I go to the gym and I just like, man, I just want to get done.
Sometimes it be like that, but at least you make it there. That's the goal. Whole goal. At least you make it. At least you make time to go, because you always want to make time for your health. Because your health stop you from doing the things you love. So how's your nutritional habits?
I could be better.
You be better?
I could be better.
How bad are they?
They're not bad.
And another thing is that could be stopping you. Nutrition is probably like more important than fitness.
Yeah. I hear that a lot.
Because I'm finna break it down to you why. So let's just say I always break everything in the car now. So let's say your car out there, right? So your car is pretty much take gasoline, right? So same thing. Food is like your gasoline. That's pretty much your fuel throughout the day. So let's just say you put shitty fuel in your body. How do you expect to make it through a full day? Same thing. Let's just say we go for a ride in your car. Let's say, Isaiah, instead of putting gas in your car, we're gonna put some orange juice. We're gonna put some soda. And we're gonna put like 50% gasoline in there.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try to book this thing all the way to Dallas.
Yeah. We're not making it.
Yeah. That
makes sense.
Yeah, it's just like your body.
My thing is, so my vices, man. I don't know if it's a vice. I don't know. Well, I guess it is. My issue, I love fried rice. Oh my God. Like, I can eat fried rice. I can wake up in the morning and eat fried rice.
Every day.
Anytime I'm hungry, I run fried rice.
Right.
Like, I'm going to be transparent. We not far from the rice box. I'm going to the rice box when I leave here. I'm going to the rice box. Like, I love fried rice.
Right.
And the next thing is like wings. It's like I'm gonna eat some chicken. I had some chicken wings last night. Right. You know, and spicy food. Oh, I just love spicy food, bro.
Right.
I can't help it. But other than that, I'm pretty good.
You gotta have a balance with that, though.
Yeah.
I would say you never can have it, but then you want to have a balance of when you do have it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, remember, if you always eating foods like that, sooner or later, your body gonna start having problems as you get older.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
But I will do this. I will say this. Oh, I didn't say this. The biggest thing is sweets. Oh my God.
Oh man, we got work.
Oh my God. Listen. Oh, I can literally wake up in the morning and eat a cake.
Oh my gosh.
Literally.
You got some problems.
Listen, it's like oh my goodness. You have no idea. I love sweets and fried rice. That's but this what I'll do. If I go like crazy on like sweets and fried rice, like the next month I won't eat nothing sweet or fried rice. Like the whole month, like no fried food, no sweets. You know, and sometimes I do it like 1 or 2 months, you know, just to try to create some kind of balance.
Right.
You know, but yeah, that's my vice, man. It's just so hard. Like,
you gotta change that, man, a little bit.
I know.
That's bad.
Yeah. I drink a lot of water. Alkaline water.
Yeah. Well, at least you're doing that, but you definitely gotta change that, like going forward.
Fruit. Yeah. Yeah. I do fruits. I do more fruits than vegetables, but I try to.
I do a little both.
Yeah, I try to knock out like. Okay, a positive thing. I love acai bowls. I eat acai bowls like. Oh my! I don't even want to say because it's embarrassing how much money I spend on acai bowls. You know those? Yep. I go if y'all ain't humble. This is a shameless plug. I'm not associated with these people at all. If you're in humble, go buy acai Brazil. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, they have the best acai bowls. In Houston, Smoothie King could never.
Oh wow,
they could never. It's so good, but you're gonna pay like $15, $16.
You're gonna pay good
and
for it.
Yeah, and I go there like 3 to 4 times a week. It's just so good. Right after a workout, I go give me I get the same thing.
So do you eat like fast food or do you cook at home? What you do?
I cook. But
do you meal prep or what?
Nah. I eat a lot of fast food. I mean.
You sound like you do.
Is it really fast if I'm sitting there waiting in a restaurant? Let's say medium food. Cause like sometimes I'll go to like a restaurant and like order some food. Well, I'll just say this: I eat out a lot. I do. I eat out a lot. Even if I'm getting a salad, like I might go to Salada or Chick-fil-A or
right.
You know, I eat out a lot. It's embarrassing how much I eat out.
You gotta do better.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm trying.
Well, how do you? Another question: how do you manage your stress?
Man, And this is because I'm a realtor. I'll say this, one of the biggest advantages. And I would say anybody should do this. I have days where I don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I do this at least one day out of the week. I try to do 2. I try to pick a weekend, like a day out of the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. But during the week, I completely shut down. So let's say if I usually try to pick Wednesday because it's in the middle of the week.
Someday.
But I got to close next Wednesday, so I can't shut down. But I'll probably do that Tuesday or that Thursday. Mm-hmm. When I say I shut down, I don't do anything. I don't read anything like business-wise. I don't, I'm not on the computer. I literally, those are my lazy days. And I used to feel guilty about it, but it gives me so much balance. So on my lazy day, I may go walk. Mm-hmm. I may go, when I used to live in Memorial, it was a trail right there. Right. I go walk my trail. Or some days, I literally won't get out the bed. I got my do-rag on and I'm finding the series. Man. I got shorts on. I'm chilling, Right. But that's how I manage my stress. It's like when I know it's a lot, I shut down when I need to shut down, because when I first became a realtor, I was just going. Yeah. I was just going. You want to what? You want to do a rental? Okay, cool. Come on, let's go. You need to do a showing here? Let's go. I used to work like
no other
crazy days. I still have those long days, but it's not constant. I know how to balance it out, and that's what I do, and I love it, bro. I love it. Some of the days when my shutdown days, I go take my mama to eat. I just pop up at her job. Mama, let's go for lunch, or just,
something like that.
Yeah.
Some self-care.
Yeah. Or go to the mall and do a little retail therapy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm really in nature. Like, when the weather's good, my dead days that I'm not doing anything, I'm gonna sound like a nerd. I go to Herman Park and I hook my hammock up to the tree.
Not the hammock.
Yeah, I hooked it. For real. I hooked the hammock up to the tree, and I just sit there and just read all day. And this one day, I was like, I'm tripping. This one day, I was so comfortable, man. I went to sleep in the park. I woke up. I was asleep for like an hour and a half in the park, just knocked out.
Peaceful.
Yeah, and oh my God, it was like 75 degrees outside. It had a breeze. I was in heaven. I was like, yeah.
It's good right here.
Yeah, so. I love nature, bro. Like, and even...
I noticed you just went hiking, went to California, you was hiking.
Yeah. See, I had to. Like, and like when I'm out here, I will literally wake up and drive to Austin just to hike and come back.
Oh my gosh.
Literally. And then like even the whole process of driving.
Therapeutic.
Yeah, like I might sound like a psycho, but I won't even have music on sometimes. A whole 2 hours, I'm just...
Sometimes it's so much noise you go throughout your week. It's just like, sometimes I do that too. I drive with nothing.
And you have to think, with real estate, I'm dealing with a lot of people in their emotions. So it's like I'm talking to Harold, I'm talking to my brother, I'm talking to my mama, she buying a house, this person buying a house. I'm dealing with multiple clients, and with those clients, it usually comes with a sales agent that I'm dealing with. It comes with a listing agent probably that I'm dealing with, inspector, an appraiser, a loan officer. So let's just say if I've got 4 clients, and if you times that 4 clients by 3 additional people that I have to deal with, that's 12 people.
Right.
So I have to bring some sort of balance to myself.
Right.
So I love my dead days. And I don't have shame with it. Like, I eat ice cream all day. I know, Harold, that's bad. That's bad, Harold. Really? But I will sit there and just give me some ice cream and just,
fuck.
For real.
How's your sleeping routine?
It's better. It's a lot better. Because when I was doing a morning workout, I'm trying to get back to it. But believe it or not, that's when I had the best sleeping pattern, because I knew I had to wake up 5 o'clock in the morning. Now I kind of slacked off the morning, and it's like my sleeping routine, I probably go to sleep like
11 o'clock.
11, 12 sometimes.
But
I'm getting up at like 8 o'clock, so it's still 8 hours of sleep. Right, that's good, right? Should I have like 8 hours? Yeah.
Well, it's good to get 8 hours, but it's kind of like it's all you need is 7.
7. Oh, so I'm good then. Yeah. I'm good.
You don't
I
need
got
a
an extra hour. I'm gonna live longer. But nah, my sleeping pattern is pretty good. But I want to get back to my morning one because when I wake up in the morning,
it's like I be getting up at 5.
Bro, when I was doing that, it's like I'm not answering. Nobody's up at 5 o'clock.
Nah, it's when you get a lot done.
Yeah, it's like I'm not.
You getting up by the time because I send like scheduled texts and emails at that time.
Yeah, see, that's what I was doing when I was in the morning. When I wake up in the morning, I go to the gym. I'm not looking on my phone or anything. I'm not listening to the radio. Even when I was in the gym, it's like I wasn't even listening to music in the gym.
Right.
And then when I come home and I take a shower, it's like 8 o'clock. Now I'm going through my emails. I'm sending out text messages. But I'm good. I'm getting back to that. that.
When you get up, it's basically, especially handling your business earlier. So you can see. Because it's more quieter.
Yeah, bro, and it's just so much more productive.
Right.
You know, and it gives me that time. I need time to myself. I need it. We
all do.
Yeah, and it's when I was doing that, I got 2-3 hours to myself every morning. You know, even on my dead days when I'm not doing anything, I have that time to myself.
Right.
You know, and I'm big on that now. Like, you have to give me my time. You know, even if I'm dating, like, you gotta give me my time. Like, you have to, man. I need it. I'm Aquarius. I need my time. Yeah, I need it.
So as we come to a close, what does a healthy, vibrant life mean to you?
Man, you know what? And not to.
There's no wrong answer.
Not to sound like, I don't know, weird or anything. The life I have right now, I love it. Like, I wake up when I want to wake up. I have time. Like my nephews, right? I'm an uncle. Like you say, I'm
your uncle.
You know, I'm not a dad, but I'm an uncle. I'm like super uncle. Anytime anytime my nephew's like, hey, I got a game, I'm like, okay, just let me know, I'll be there. I can do that, you know. Or if my dad needs something from me, my brothers, my sister, whatever, it's like I'm there, you know. So the life, I wouldn't change anything, you know. I like my life right now. I have a very balanced life. I go to the gym. My business is growing. It's nothing I can say bad about, like, what I'm dealing with. Like, what I have, I wouldn't change it, you know. It's only going to keep growing and keep getting better. You know?
Especially if you just paying solely what you do. It's almost like best thing I can say is like you working on your retirement.
Yeah.
Instead of going from job to job trying to figure out what you do, like whatever age you are. Yeah. And the thing is, if this is what you want to do, it ain't going to do nothing but get bigger. So you got to think about what you're doing now. It's going to take care of you when you get older.
Yeah. I really love what I do, man. So it's
especially you already got your first investment property. You ain't gonna do nothing but learn more from that.
And then we're gonna speak it into existence. The lady gonna accept our offer that I sent yesterday, and we're gonna be at number 2 already before the year over.
Oh man,
closing on 2.
That ain't bad at all.
Nah, man.
But yeah, man. So
this was fun, man. You gotta listen. We need to have like an episode 2.
We definitely gonna have a follow up. But do you take collagen?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh man, I'm finna educate you. So usually I have one of my clients trying one of my flavored collagens out. So which one you want to check out? The peach mango or the strawberry lemonade?
I'm going to do the peach mango.
Peach mango? All right, your water.
So what is it?
Collagen is good for skin elasticity, skin hydration. It helps with your hair, nails, and skin. And it basically is more like it slow down the aging process with your skin health.
Black don't crack.
There you go. Probably want to drink something off the top.
Okay. So what made you focus on this part of, like, you know, because there's so many other.
Oh, I'm glad you asked that. Yeah. So one of the reasons why I started with this because women are a big consumer. So I was gonna start off with energy first.
Let me say this since you said that women are just so awesome. Let me say this, women, I love y'all. Most of my clients are women.
Most of my personal training clients are women.
And I say this, when women. You know, they come, they know, like, hey.
They know what they want.
This is what I want. I'm approved. This is what I want. Find it. Okay. I'll find it. I love women. You know, I got a lot of female friends.
That's why I started out with this, because people are like, why you didn't do energy first? I said, I'm going to get to it, but got to take care of the women first.
Yeah, shout out to the women.
Oh, man. They going to shake it up.
Shake it up. This better be good, Harold.
All right. It is.
It's look like coconut water right now.
Man. So reason why it turns that color is because there's no like artificial color in there, and there's no like fructose or sucrose in there.
You done turned my water into milk, brother.
Ah, man. Got that good baby milk in there.
Let me check it out. It smells good.
Yeah, so it's like
It almost smells like a soda.
so it's hyaluronic acid in there. So that's more like women have that in their makeup. It's
This is good.
Hydrolyzed fish collagen, vitamin C, vitamin E, D3, and
This is
B3.
really good. I would drink this if this was like a protein. You should get you some protein, man.
People,
This is really good.
I know I have a few clients that I probably shouldn't say this, that they mix that in the alcohol.
Yeah. I'm not gonna mix, but yeah, man.
Yeah, collagen
This
is
is
good,
really
man.
good.
I even give it some to my daughter. So instead of her giving her like juice to have a lot of sugar in there, I give her that.
Are you gonna do like protein or anything? You should.
Yeah,
if you're gonna do it in.
I don't know if I can do like protein and that, because protein is a little different.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Protein is a little different. I can probably
This
do that.
is good.
Yeah, I probably can do that in energy, but like energy. But
Healthy energy drinks is a wave right now.
it's hard to find a good one though. Most people don't know what the good ones are. I would say one of the good ones is probably Celsius.
I tried that in the gym. Lifetime.
Celsius is good.
Yeah.
But Bang.
The one I
C4,
like with Celsius is the I think it's the pomegranate. I think.
Celsius is good. Celsius. I would drink Celsius. I would recommend Celsius.
This is good.
But yeah, the reason why I started with that with collagen, because most collagen have they don't have a flavor to it. Most of it's unflavored, just mixing your coffee, smoothie. But I do have have an unflavored for.
This is a full bottle. It's almost gone.
But yeah, it's good. But the reason why I created it because some people can drink it like on a day to day. Drink it for lunch, they can drink it for dinner.
Yeah.
Instead of just mixing your daily routine like
This
coffee
is good,
and stuff.
man.
So that's one of the reasons why I started with that. We got some more flavors. We got 2 more flavors coming.
All right,
so
man.
I'm about to hit the market.
Yeah.
But yeah, what can they find you at, Isaiah?
You can find me on Facebook at Isaiah Flanagan, ISAIAH. Flanagan is spelled FLANAGAN. I have a Facebook page at Realtor Isaiah, and that's the same on Instagram too as well, Realtor Isaiah, and Isaiah is spelled ISAIAH. I have TikTok. I don't be on it much, but I'm going to, because Harold inspired me to get my content together.
Tell him, man.
I got a YouTube that I haven't started yet, but Harold inspired me. I'm going to get that all together. But yeah, man, everything Realtor Isaiah. If you got any questions, comments, consultations are free. My number is 281-883-3031. If you're scared to call me for whatever reason, if you're a little shy, you can email me. My email is iflanagan. Flanagan is FLANAGAN _RE@gmail.com.
All right, I will definitely put everything in the show notes for Isaiah. Do you have a business IG page or just one page?
Yeah, that's the business IG. Yeah.
Okay.
Everything Realtor Isaiah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll definitely put his business page in the show notes, and also where you can find him on YouTube as he's getting started on that journey. And also I put his contact and email information in the show notes. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in.